Ashes of Creation is probably one of the most hyped up games that is currently in development in the MMORPG genre. And if you've been following the project, you've probably noticed that every single month they come out with a supporter's cosmetic pack. By itself, it doesn't really seem like it's that big of a deal. It's a way for you to show support for the game, give them a little bit extra money, even though Steven Sharif did say that the game is fully funded by himself already, so there's no reason to worry about it. But if you want to show some extra support, go for it. They have mentioned multiple times that these cosmetics are actually based off models that are going to be in-game, whether that's an NPC or a mob. So making these cosmetic packs are very simple for them because it's something that they already have to design. They just put a little bit of extra flavor on there for you, but it's not something that is taking away extra development time from the game, basically. Now, what I wanted to talk about today is just the pure amount of cosmetics that they have currently. Just strictly talking numbers in regards to those cosmetic packs. There are 60 different unique packs that have been released so far. In each one of these packs, there are 6 different cosmetics. They all have an accessory, a costume, a building, a pet skin, a mount skin, and then they switch off between ship and caravan skins. So in total, we'll have 60 different costumes, 60 accessories, 60 buildings, 60 pets, 60 mounts, and then about 30 ships and caravan skins. So in total, that comes out to 360 unique cosmetics that have already been created for this game. And you are only able to purchase these cosmetics through the supporter pack, so they are only available for a month. In addition to these support packages, there's also around 15 additional cosmetics that were promised in the Kickstarter. And in total, that comes out to 375 unique cosmetics already created for this game. Now, just being generous, if we assume that the game comes out in, say, 2 years, if they continue to release these support packs until release, that is going to add 24 additional cosmetic packs. That would come out to an additional 144 unique cosmetics. And if you add that together, what's already made, it's going to come out to 519 cosmetics on release. And this does not take into consideration any of the in-game armors or costumes that you're able to get through the game without purchasing them. And they have already mentioned that there is going to be very high-end legendary gear that looks fantastic, that will never be able to be purchasable, and nothing is ever going to look similar to it. So there is going to be that in-game like achievable, like, oh my gosh, that guy has that armor type cosmetics. And I would like to hope that that adds on to every other type of cosmetics and not just armor. So unique mounts that look great, unique pets that look great, unique ships that look great, and things of that nature. And I will say, just from the playtest with this first run through for Alpha 1, the in-game armor and accessories have looked very good, so I'm optimistic there. However, what I do want to really focus on is just what is day one going to look like for Ashes of Creation. I feel like these cosmetic packs have definitely added in this FOMO, which is pretty common nowadays, but I do feel like it somewhat takes away from that day one experience when you're playing an MMORPG. You see a lot of people running around in the same exact armors and outfits and things of that nature, and this would be specifically for launch, nothing after that obviously. But it does raise the question on what day one is going to look like for this game. I feel like there's going to be a large amount of players and everyone is just going to hop in and equip their cosmetics. Now, they did say that skins are only applied to things that have already been earned, crafted, or found, and certain skins are going to require specific items or item tiers to have been achieved in game before they can be used. So basically, owning a cosmetic doesn't guarantee that you are ever going to be able to get that item that the skin equips to. And because of this system, I'm interested to see if you just can't equip any skins at level 1. I think that would be really funny, but also at the same time, probably would piss a lot of people off. But yeah, I'm just kind of imagining spawning into a new server, and everyone immediately is going to be equipping their skins as quickly as they get equipment for those slots. And with, you know, say our theoretical 84 unique cosmetic sets, I just feel like that's gonna look so weird. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, and maybe it's gonna be a good thing, and it's gonna bring a lot of really nice diversity into the game at the really early stages, basically. You know, everyone's gonna have unique looks and stuff like that. But at the same time, for those of you that weren't able to buy the supporter packs for whatever reason, is this just going to be an overwhelming amount of FOMO for those people? Because they've made the skins look really nice. I mean, the costumes look fantastic, and I would assume, you know, the armor skins are going to be the ones that we have access to the earliest, whereas things like mounts and pets might be a little bit later, so it's not going to have that big of an impact. But I just hope that it's not an overwhelming amount of similarity when you first spawn into that server in regards to these cosmetics, but definitely let me know what you think, because I feel like that is an interesting concept that is changing as we've kind of progressed along in gaming over the last 5 to 10 years. And this concept isn't as weird as it used to be. So let me know what you think. The second thing I'm kind of concerned for is just mounts and pets, as well as the ship cosmetics and the buildings. Buildings not so much, because I feel like you're not going to really have access to the buildings too early on in the game, so those cosmetics aren't going to have that big of an impact. But when it comes to things like mounts, I really am hoping that there are unique mounts that look fantastic in the game that do not require you to have some type of mount skin to look good. They've made a lot of really nice looking mount skins, and I don't want it to turn into something where nobody uses the in-game mounts, basically, their original look. Obviously, there's going to be mounts that look better with the skins because you are applying these skins on top of a base mount. However, I hope it doesn't get to a point where the only thing you see is these mount skins and not just the original mounts that were developed and conceptualized to look the way they do. Same thing with the pets. I hope that all the pets don't just have cosmetic skins because those are the best looking things in the game. I hope that the base pets also have fantastic, unique looks. I'd like to say that I'm leaning towards the more optimistic side and hoping that they do have some really nice, just normal in-game obtainable cosmetics. However, with just the sheer amount of cosmetics that are going to be available on release, it is somewhat concerning that we're not actually ever going to really see the base model of things. So those are my concerns, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I feel like it's definitely an interesting topic with this game coming out, probably earliest 2 years. So I feel like this is a very unique situation that we haven't seen too much of, and I'd love to get your opinions. So let me know down below what you think. And if you enjoy the discussion and the content, leave a like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Hope to see you on the next one, and I hope you have a good night, or morning, or day, whatever it is for you.